afternoon, everyone. It is December 21st, Thursday, December 21st, 3 days until Christmas Eve when my family gets together and celebrates Christmas. And so I am at Walmart about to go Christmas grocery shopping. We're gonna do something different this year, and instead of doing like kind of a Thanksgiving meal of turkey and mashed potatoes and dressing and sweet potatoes, you know, all of those kinds of things, we are gonna do a Christmas pasta night. And so we're gonna have pasta galore, and I'm gonna make some sides to bring on Christmas Eve. I'm gonna make Italian green beans and this yummy recipe that I found that's called creamy Tuscan mushrooms. And I love mushrooms. And so I'm gonna do those two things, and then I'm also gonna make two delicious cakes, which I can show you that process later, but they are bundt cakes, and it's basically like a chocolate cake with chocolate chips inside, and it is...
It makes no sense at all. Hold on a second. If I think the first letter of the first word, second to the second word, so.
All right, so this is the first time that I have ever cooked this recipe, which is creamy Tuscan mushroom. And it's got sun-dried tomatoes and spinach leaves and Italian herb seasoning and parsley and so many mushrooms and so much Parmesan cheese and butter and just yummy, yummy good stuff, right? Well, part of the recipe calls for white wine, or like white cooking wine. And I made the mistake of adding white wine vinegar. So Wesley and I, neither of us knew, just to defend ourselves, neither of us knew that there was a pretty big difference. Because I guess we just aren't used to cooking Italian. I don't know. We aren't used to cooking that. So, and I'm especially not, because he's more of a cook than I am. And so we ended up kind of like draining the white wine vinegar and then putting some baking soda, which kind of balances out the pH, and a little bit of sugar and vegetable broth instead. And so kind of almost redoing it. So like we fixed it, and it tastes great now. So, and now we're just kind of simmering some of the liquid down because it's a lot of liquid. And anyway, it's really, really good. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. This is delicious now that the white wine vinegar is not overpowering everything else. So yes. And now I'm over here about to make a delicious cake. This does not look delicious, but it will soon. Okay, so before you see like the finished result, let me just kind of tell you what all goes into a delicious cake. First of all, my Aunt Bee, I grew up, yes, I have an Aunt Bee, and I grew up with her making this recipe. It's called Delicious Cake, and it's a bundt cake. And it takes 1 teaspoon of baking vanilla extract, and it takes 1 full thing of yellow cake mix. It takes 3/4 cup of Wesson oil. It takes 1 full 16-ounce pack of Toll House semi-sweet chocolate chips. It takes this instant chocolate pudding. It does not take Paris at all. Goodbye. It takes a yellow cake mix and the chocolate pudding, instant mix, 3 eggs, a full container of sour cream, and then also 3/4 cup of water. And you basically like mix all of that together. Not the chocolate chips, like you leave the chocolate chips out, and then like you beat all of the other stuff together. And then you add the chocolate chips in and stir it in, and then you put it in your bundt pan and bake for 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And then voila, it comes out as a delicious cake, and it is so good. One small correction to this recipe, if any of y'all are interested in like taking notes, is that it calls for 1 6-ounce pack of chocolate chips, not 16 ounce. However, You can definitely put more than what it calls for, as I will be doing. Yes. Okay, so that's one package of pudding, chocolate pudding instant mix. That's what that is. And then gonna do the one package of yellow cake mix. I just added 1 full teaspoon of the vanilla extract. Now I'm going to add this full container of sour cream. Now I'm gonna do 3/4 cup water. And 3/4 cup of Wesson oil.
Whatever happens, I'm dreaming a long time ago.
And that's done, so I can put it in the sink. Now I'm gonna do 3 eggs. And now that everything is in there that needs to be in there, I'm going to beat it all together. And the last thing that I do is I add 6 ounces, or really over 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. This has got to be, this is a 12-ounce pack, and I used over half the bag. Because how can you go wrong? So you're gonna stir that in. And I already have 1 batch in the oven. So that is baking currently. So once that's done, I can take it out and show you what the final result should look like. And you can maybe make some delicious cake. The ingredients are pretty cheap. You probably already have much of the ingredients already on hand. So you'd really just need, like, you know, the yellow cake mix and the pudding mix and semi-sweet chocolate chips. And then, you know, the Wesson oil, or really, I think any kind of vegetable oil works, but the Wesson oil, I have heard, is the best and makes it fluffier. But anyway, yeah, you could decide to make this if you have yourself a bundt pan, and it is something that kids and adults alike go crazy for. I made one of these the other week for the first time, just a few weeks ago, and there is none left because Wesley had some almost every morning, and the kids enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it, and so it's just really yummy and fun and Christmassy. Editing Jessica here to tell you that this bundt cake is super, super delicious, but it definitely fell apart. So probably because I added a lot of chocolate chips and it was really, really gooey in the middle. So it's not a pretty cake, but it is indeed a delicious cake. Thank you so much. Cat, what you doing over here? Oh, you be digging at the potted plant again. Let's just see. Yeah, no shame. She's not sorry. You're not sorry, are you? Merry Christmas to you. It's Merry Christmas Eve Eve. Say hi. Hi to the cat. Hello. He's a good boy.
What is the name of the song?
This is from the Magic Flute.
Yes, yes, that's what it is.
How you guys? Good.
I got a safe seat.
Happy retirement. Look at the note. Evan, look at the note. Look at the note on front.
It wasn't, you know, some secluded 4 hours away.
Merry Christmas.
That's why I hadn't been to.
Retirement.
Happy retirement.
But, you know, a lot of people say that's the
That's
coolest one.
funny.